the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, March 5th. Good to see you, Landon. Good evening.
Good to see you. Been a minute.
You got a Smokies shirt on?
Yeah.
Are they the Knoxville Smokies? I thought they were the Tennessee Smokies. No, they are. They used to be the Tennessee. Now they're the Knoxville. Sorry.
Yeah, we got that KS, dog.
I had that backwards. Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
Dang. Did you think I bought just a knockoff shirt?
Well, I thought there was also the possibility of them having like a Knoxville night or something, and you bought that shirt. I mean, we could go with that. You are known to buy gear from China, so I think that's a likely
I haven't done that in a while. That not too long ago, I got a text.
COVID scared you?
Yeah, COVID's probably when I stopped doing that. They're like, "Do you still get jerseys?" I was like, "Nah."
I'm out of that game, bro. I got a kid.
Yeah, quit that. I gave that life up.
Yeah, no, I thought it could have been like a special thing. I mean, Trey sent that one of the Bassmaster hockey jerseys, which are sick.
That is sick.
There's also like I need to, when I talk about those like jerseys like that, I need to make it clear that's sick for a semi-pro hockey team. I think there's levels to like cool jerseys. Like I never want to see the University of Tennessee in that.
Yeah, like it's kind of a one-time thing. You can't just
Well, the Smokies has Jimmy
alternate
Buffett night, right? Well, the Smokies have a Jimmy Buffett night. They wear like Hawaiian shirts. That's sick. I don't need to see the Fighting Josh Elanders in Hawaiian shirts. I'm good.
No.
There's levels to it.
It could be cool.
Don't. If Danny finds out, you can auction those off after the game.
What if we did just like a cheetah print for like the fur coat, something like that?
Maybe for like a warm-up shirt.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Be fun in a fan. We should make one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You just get with Elander. Apparently, he's a designer, so maybe we can get with him and do a little collab.
Well, you've got you got the camo shirt. I don't know if you wanted to tell people about that, but you've got the camo shirt. We can just do a more with a cheetah print.
Okay. Oh yeah, that would be sick. That'd be hot.
Or leopard print. Is there a difference between leopard and cheetah in their prints?
Yeah, I think there's like the cheetah girls. I don't think there's a leopard girls, but there's I think it's different print.
My contact just fell out.
Leopard could be like a black and white.
Is that true?
I think so.
I think they have yellow in them. I'm gonna go put my glasses on. My contact just fell out. So 1 second. I'll be back.
There is a difference. I think there is a difference. Anyways, got a big show for you guys. We are going to talk about the win over South Carolina in Columbia. Anytime you win in Columbia, it's a good day because Caleb and I have had an experience where losing in Columbia was one of the worst days of our lives. So anytime you get a win there is a great day.
It wasn't the worst day of our life. Like every away game, we had a great time.
It ended up being pretty bad.
Yeah, but first off, I rank losing as a top 10 team in Fayetteville above Columbia.
That was bad too. I think there was just so much to the South Carolina game is what makes it. But hey, we're on the up and up. We're winning, and we're trying to be positive here. I think last show was doom and gloom. Not anymore. We got a 4-game win streak for baseball, and basketball is on a 1-game win streak. Got a shot for secure that double bye on senior day. So I think we're getting
Are you
back
that?
to everything's cool.
Are you winning in Columbia? Has that sold you on the tournament? Are you like you're back in?
Hell no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
All right.
I'm not an idiot.
Making sure we're on the same page. I didn't know.
No,
the way you said that.
I think there is some good to come of that, even
Sure.
though I think South Carolina is god awful.
Well, they're one of the worst teams in the country.
Yeah.
At least at their level.
Who have
This
they
level.
beaten?
Not a lot of people, Landon. I'll tell you that.
They've won a few conference games.
3. They won 3 so far.
Okay. Pretty solid.
They have beat LSU, Oklahoma, and Mississippi State.
Yeah, that's probably the 3.
That's a list. I mean, that is a list. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think they're making the tournament.
Hot take, maybe. I don't think they should be allowed to make the SEC tournament.
Also, Michi Johnson, he's the guy that went from South Carolina to Ohio State. He went Ohio State to South Carolina, back to Ohio State, back to South Carolina.
I didn't realize he transferred that many times.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just loves whatever that road is that goes to Columbia to Columbus.
He's got to be on I-26 at some point.
Yeah. I think he just loves Colum.
Maybe he got confused a few times. I could see how you could confuse Columbia and Columbus.
Sure. He's like, man, it's cold in South Carolina. A little chilly. But yeah, they're a bad basketball team. Tennessee didn't have Nate Ament for this one. He looked fine on the bench, in good spirits. I don't know if I think that makes me feel better, right?
That Rick Barnes claims he could have played.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. If this game meant anything whatsoever, yeah, he probably plays.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what they say, high ankle sprain.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those things where he is just gonna pack it up and.
It doesn't seem
in
like
the
it.
NBA. Yeah, so that's good. Love that.
Chad Baker.
Mazzara.
Did you see what kind of led to him leaving the team?
No, what was that?
So he got injured and didn't go back in against Nebraska, I believe.
Mm.
And where you sit if you're not playing, you're essentially you're with the fans, like the NBA, where that bench goes into the fans, I guess.
Okay.
But he was in the second row. So in the second half, I don't think he was in a uniform, but he was sitting with the fans with another injured player.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one thing about USC is we talked about it for a little bit, but if he's in the SEC, I feel like it's a bigger deal. But you're all the way out on the West Coast, no one cares. Devin had a question. Assuming he could have played but didn't, this is about Nate Ament. Do you think he plays again before the NCAA tournament?
I think he'd play. I think you see him before the NCAA tournament. He won't play 36 minutes.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked.
I'm kind of with that. I feel like he should play before the NCAA tournament.
If he can, he should. Yeah.
Yeah, just because, he hasn't played great the past 2 games that he's played. So I feel like you try to get him some confidence going before you get into the dance.
Yeah. What was it? The latest mock draft had us playing Miami of Ohio. I'm with Bruce Pearl on this one. Don't let him in. If that's where they're seated, don't let him in. Put in Auburn.
I think I'd rather play Auburn.
I'm serious. I would.
They're a bad basketball team.
Put them in.
Yeah. They are a bad basketball team. But yeah, Tennessee did dominate in the paint.
Your bigs dominated
in the whole game. That was fun to see. There's been a lot of over the course of the season, a lot of like, man, the bigs are just so frustrating. They're so inconsistent. Man, I think this is a good thing. Again, South Carolina is god awful, and I will say that before I go into this point. But I mean, it's got to be a confidence booster for a guy like Felix Okpara and JP Estrella. Felix Okpara is averaging 14 points per game over his past 6 games. I mean, I feel like that is something to look for. I mean, the way Tennessee is going to win ball games is points in the paint. That's where they dominate teams.
Mm-hmm.
And can they hold a lead? They did hold a lead on the road in Columbia, I guess. That's something.
You held one.
Yeah.
I mean, now this is don't get me wrong, kind of going into your point. This is a worse basketball team than you've seen, but you've given up leads to bad basketball teams. So
sure. Yeah, and like it's got, maybe they found a little something within that offense. Hey, like, it's okay if Nate isn't on the floor. Like, we don't have to just like freak out and like play so tight that we end up letting teams back in because he has to take a breather. I feel like you can do this pick and roll stuff, get Gillespie deep into the lane, and then he can dish it off and lob it up to Okpara or JP Estrella. And I mean, it's, unless you're Jalen Carey at some points this season, your shooting percentage should be pretty high if you're shooting that close to the basket.
Yeah, it should be.
So, I mean, they were 20 of 27 between the two of them the other night. I think Dwayne Brown didn't really factor much in that one, but you didn't really need him to. So
right.
I like our bigs right now. I mean, maybe I'm thinking differently after Saturday when we play Vanderbilt, but it does make me feel better about playing a lower level team early in the NCAA tournament because there's no way they have physical bigs. That's when Tennessee struggles, when teams have physical bigs.
Oh yeah, I mean that, and it's disappointing with guys like Felix Okpara and Jalen Carey, who are big bodies, especially because like Dwayne Brown, he's young, but I mean he seems to do better at holding his own in terms of physicality. He just lacks in other areas.
Yeah, he doesn't have that touch.
Not that he's bad. That's not to say he's bad.
Yeah,
because I don't believe it, and actually big fan. You know what? President of the Dwayne Brown fan club. Go ahead and claim that one. Yeah.
But also, does that kind of like maybe give Jacoby Gillespie some confidence? Like, hey, even if Nate is out of the game at that point, or, you know, even in the SEC tournament, have they found a little something with Nate off? It didn't seem, again, South Carolina's not good, but it didn't seem very congested in the lane. And it seemed to kind of open up for those guys.
I mean, I think it's good to have minutes without him, because you would like to spell him, especially. I mean, we'll see how tired he is after, you know, this amount of rest. But it is good to have a plan for when you need to spell him, or if he's in foul trouble. So I mean, playing without him as you prepare for hopefully what you want to be a deep run. I don't believe it will, but you want to be. Yeah, it's good to learn to play without him.
Yeah.
So it should help. Yes, to answer that, it should.
Yeah. And Jacoby, as good as he's been, I feel like he's kind of been underrated a little bit, just due to like Nate Ament getting all the hype and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's averaging 18 points per game. He's had games where he can have 8 steals. He had 12 assists the other night. I just feel like he's a complete basketball player, and it's him being one of the better players that Rick Barnes has had, I think gets a little overshadowed because he struggled in the last minute of games. Like that's been his biggest critique this season. It's not like he's been bad.
Right.
It's like, hey, when we need you the most in crunch time,
You turn
that's
it over.
when
You
that's
fold.
when he's struggled a little bit. But I don't really think anybody is. If Tennessee didn't let teams back into the game, it probably doesn't happen anyway.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Speaking of him as well, shout out to JP Estrella. He earned us that Coke on Wednesday.
Gator Light.
They're a Gator Light. That's right.
Yeah. I didn't get mine. I forgot.
I don't have a I have to go Adam. There's a Weigel's on a route home, but it's not my normal route. So I've missed out on a lot of the Gator Lights and sodas this year.
I usually get it on Sunday. It's hard to get one through the week. I feel like for me. So, but I will double dip on the weekend. I will get a Coke from Carlin Pickens or.
Is that all you get?
Wait, what?
You just roll in there and just get a Coke, or do you buy something else while you're in there?
No, they lose money on me, man. I'll go in there and just get those two things and ring it up. They're like, "Oh, thank you. Have a good night. You too. See ya." Yeah, I've done that a lot.
You don't even get gas?
I need gas. If I do need gas, yeah, I'll do both. Yeah, I get gas. I get gas at Weigel's.
It's a good deal. Can't beat it.
Yeah. Well, the sky. I mean, it's not falling as bad.
Don't try to make this win more than it is. Good win on the road without your best player. They're a bad team. Move on. You can't.
It kind of opened up though. Like you get a chance to double bye, beating your.
But you
your
can't
rival
use this.
team.
You can't use this win as anything more unless it propels you. Like if you go and win on Saturday, if you put yourself in a good position in the postseason, then you can. But until then, it's nothing.
Yeah, that's true. You also have stuff in front of you that you can accomplish.
Sure.
You take care of business on Saturday. I feel like
then you can point back to this and say, hey, that was a good stepping moment. Like that was good for the team.
Yeah, we needed that. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Love it.
Other than that, just nothing. We don't have to be Bruce Pearl in here trying to prove that this is the right hire that I hand selected because of that win. That wasn't all that great.
Yeah, go give me a 4 seed.
How about him owning up? I think Trey sent us that. It looked like the No 3 Sports. Him just being like, yeah, of course I handpicked my son. Nepotism. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. I mean, props to that. Like everybody knew it. Props to him. Just like, yeah, I did that. I mean,
listen,
he could have retired a long time ago, like a couple months. He waited like 2 weeks before they started practicing.
I was about to say I do respect it to a degree, but I'd respect it more if he was like, no, I retired at the time I did, so that they had no other option than him. Then I would respect it because that's just it's brazen.
It's just Auburn gave him what 5-year contract. That's where you're like,
what's the point of getting really rich if you can't do things like nepotism?
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll stop there. Other things like, scumbag. But I mean, nepotism, like, I get.
Yeah. Do you know my dad?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's definitely used that before. Do you know my dad?
Oh, no doubt in my mind.
They're like, oh yeah, the barbecue guy.
I can't believe you just found out that was Aaron Kraft, by the way. I thought that was a known. I figured you knew that. Yeah, or maybe someone under it was like, I just found out that. Okay. Maybe someone in response to your tweet.
Yeah. Somebody was like, was that the guy? And I was like, yeah.
It is. If you need another reason to hate him.
Yep. Hey, tip of the cap, Ethan Berg, 18 minutes, 8 points against South Carolina.
Big week for him.
And he didn't shy away from the 3, 2 for 3 from 3. Rick Barnes lit into him last week about it, but
yeah, I mean, he knows how to shoot from distance. Yeah.
Okay.
You got anything else?
He had 3 steals.
Mm-hmm. Are you an Ethanberg fan now? Are you trying to make up for what you said last week, or?
I'm just saying.
You hated him last week. I mean, I'm just asking.
I didn't hate him. I hate that we recruited somebody who is no better at basketball than myself. I hate that we wasted a scholarship, which, I mean, he did play well in this game. So I'll give him that. Maybe he is better than me. But from what we saw.
I love you, and I think you're athletic. This is I can't remember who dropped the line. He's closer to LeBron than you are to him.
Oh, bullshit.
He's got to be. He is playing in this basketball game. I mean,
yeah, but South Carolina is really bad. We've said that a lot on this show.
You're not wrong.
You're probably right, but for the sake of this, I'm going to say not because like I care if I'm athletic enough. I just think there's no reason why we took a flyer on him. Like we could have got
that.
We could have got like any shooting guard out of the portal, and we went with. I'll say this: my shot is prettier than his. His shot is ugly. It looks like Sean Marion. If any of y'all played 2K back in like 2013, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
He had that quick release. You couldn't stay on the.
Yeah. Well, he shot from his freaking crotch, so kind of had to be quick or it was going to be blocked. Yeah, good for him. Glad to see it. Also, Amari Evans played 32 minutes in this game as a freshman. I think that is big and poor. Poor Eli Ellis.
I didn't realize. I saw that video when it first went viral, however long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that the guy from that video that I was like, that is the most obnoxious teenager I've ever seen in my entire life. Is playing in the SEC. I also didn't realize that was Amari Evans.
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't really analyze the video. I just saw it. I was like, yeah, that kid sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of says something like no offense to all the baseball players out there, but all of like the high school baseball videos that go viral now of like the kids wearing like 2 sliding gloves. They've got 2 sliding gloves in their back pocket. They've got chains on. They're pimping home runs and,
humping the air on doubles.
Yeah, a kid threw a 60 mile per hour meatball and you hit one. And then, so you got all that and you're still the most insufferable teenager on the planet. That says something, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, 0 for 4. 2 points, 15 minutes. Tough look.
He averages more.
Yeah.
Which everyone's saying that. And he's not even the best player on South Carolina's team. But you never, 10 times out of 10, you'd rather be the worst player on the good team than the best player on the worst team. Yeah. 10 times out of 10. So if you're on a team like South Carolina and you're going, I scored more points than you, you're a loser. Verified loser, which he's not saying that. So I don't want to put words in his mouth. But the fans that are backing him up, just, again, insufferable.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of like, from that video, I think it was tweeted out like immediately. They're like, yeah, you can tell which one is the Rick Barnes recruit and which one isn't. I mean, could you imagine? There's no way Tennessee even like looked in the same direction as Eli Ellis on the court because he was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, kind of speaking of that too, my favorite thing is that I think Grant Williams might hate Rick Barnes.
You think?
It feels like every 6 months there's a podcast that comes out where he talks about how miserable and difficult his time at Tennessee was.
I'd say like, so. He came in as a fatty, and
he talks about how he had to go to fat camp in the latest one. It goes viral. Where he's just like, that man is crazy.
Fat camp. That's funny. All right, what got some questions about this real quick. What is Tennessee missing to go on a run in March? What is Tennessee missing?
Because Mint had it at one point, but not. They're missing a go-to guy, especially in crunch minutes, because it seems like even like they want to get the ball to Nate Mint a lot, but even sometimes in those like do or die possessions, it seems like he accidentally ends up with the basketball. It seems like the ball maybe shouldn't have gone there. He might be surprised by it, or it takes way too many passes. The last possession against Missouri was a nightmare. That's one that stands out in the latest string of events.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he ever got – I think he got the basketball on a rebound maybe, or like a errant pass and ends up with it. But anyways, it just seems like he's obviously their go-to guy, but like maybe not. I don't know. And then that do or die moments is one thing, but it also seems like possessions are dwindling down and we can't get him or whoever we want to have the basketball.
Yeah.
Where the last 2 years you had that guy.
Yeah, for me, I think it's kind of what you're saying. That killer instinct is lacking for whatever reason.
Even if there's a guy on the low post where you can say nothing's happening out here, get it into him and let him be a black hole in that moment when a lot of times it's frustrating. Yeah, you don't have that either.
Like you need a guy like I think it was a couple years ago, maybe it was at Mississippi State or somewhere, where Drew Gilbert does a interview after the game, and they're like, so like what was kind of your thoughts on the atmosphere just not being as crazy? And he was like, yeah, like when you start stepping on their throats, they tend to be a little bit quieter. I mean, we need something like that. Let's just hush the crowd. Even if it's at home, just hush them.
They don't need help. They've got that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that killer instinct, I think they are missing another scorer of some sort.
Right.
You know, you got Gillespie, you got Nate Mint. I wouldn't consider JP Estrella a scorer per se. I think he could be. I think they kind of need him to. But I think they need another guard that can score, and they just don't have that. Yeah. And I think they tried in the portal. I mean, Rodney Rice went to USC, and I mean, I'm sure he's averaging quite a bit, but they're not going to make the tournament. So you think that was a mistake? Absolutely. McNeely from Virginia, he was one. Yeah, Rodney Rice is averaging 20 points. That'd been nice to have.
Yeah. And also, I think defensively, I think Tennessee gets overextended too often. And I think part of that is you don't have a lot of guys that can just defend really well enough one-on-one to create turnovers and wreak havoc. So you have to play help defense to get those moments.
Yeah.
I think that hurts them.
Sure. All right. We got some news. Trey?
More news?
More news. Bring the news.
News. College sports always delivers news. I was talking to Caleb about this a little bit, but I thought when I read this article, when I saw the headline, I was like, you know, we talk about the No 3 news. I totally thought this was just like another fake one. It read, California school hired a coach, but police say he moonlighted as a pimp. Come to find out, this is a true story about a coach, Kevin Mays, an assistant coach, a former player as well that I learned over at Cal State Bakersfield, that the Rod Barnes, he was a famous coach out of Ole Miss as well, but he was let go in the summer. So was their athletic director. So things were falling over at Cal State Bakersfield. And the first paragraph of this article goes, the men's basketball program at Cal State University Bakersfield won't turn many heads with its last place ranking in the Big West Conference. But when it comes to scandal, the school could be a top contender. Come to find out, Coach Rod Barnes got an email back in August from a tipster saying, hey, I know about your assistant coach, that he is pimping women across 4 different states. He's now facing 11 different charges. And the ESPN article goes on to say, with specifics, that he was charging $300 for his women for 30 minutes and $500 for an hour. Just a wild story.
That's Gator don't play.
How many women? We know how many women he had.
The other half,
whoa.
the other
Why?
half of the issue is,
Why do you need to know that?
I'm just curious. Like, was it one woman or was
Does
it
that
multiple?
matter?
No.
I'm
Does that
also like,
matter?
yeah, like how big of a pimp are we talking? Also, how do you start to be a pimp? Like, where do you begin?
well, that's what my question to you guys was going to be, kind of off that. Like, obviously,
Where do I
pretty-
begin?
I think it's a
I
pretty.
don't
no,
I think
no,
it's
no,
a-
no.
I think it's a pretty dark topic, unfortunately. I mean, we can get into it, but
But no, you hear these horror stories of these assistant coaches, especially at these lower level schools, of like, sleeping hotel room to hotel room, just making dog water money, So my question when I was reading this, if you guys were an assistant coach at a lower level school, what would be your moonlight job? Like, what are you doing?
well, I want to be abundantly clear. I'm not
Pimping.
I'm not being a pimp. It's not happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to begin. So yeah, that one's out for me. I don't know. Podcast, maybe.
Podcasting.
I feel like you got to do something. I don't know, like individual training sessions. You can charge a lot of money for those now. So,
Yeah. I mean,
speaking of $300 for 30 minutes,
Yeah, why don't you just go coach an AAU team and charge the parents a buttload of money to go to these showcases?
you're not making
That too.
You're not making $500 an hour doing that.
I mean, that's AAU is kind of like
Yeah, but you also don't risk 11 felonies. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's levels to this.
AAU is kind of like pimping.
Just another point that college sports is just so unserious, but at the same time, such a serious, we're about the whole month of March is about to be on everyone's TV screen is college basketball. But
Is that with cause? He gets fired with cause.
well, he's gone. He's not on the staff anymore. I think he was fired back in a couple months back, but this story finally made its way over to ESPN. So
I was gonna say, yeah. You mentioned the summer. I'm like, this has been just looming since the summer. That's
yeah. How long
insane.
was he doing this? Do they know?
So he played from 2016 to 2019, actually at Cal State Bakersfield as a player, and he's been on the coaching staff for the last 2 years. So I don't know. I didn't see anything about it while he was a player, but definitely since he was coaching. So
okay.
Second news article, and I thought this one was pretty interesting. This came from local here at Knox News. Our friend Adam Sparks over at the Knox News Sentinel came out with his yearly story about Tennessee alcohol sales at Neyland this past year. I don't know if you guys got to read this, but I thought it was a pretty interesting story. The SEC in 2019 gave the green light for all these schools. You could start selling beer. Adam did a really good job in his article of talking about how his spin on it, because I think it's very easy to just say, yes, that a lot of people drank a lot of beer, but he spun it as, Tennessee drank the most beer at their biggest losses this year.
Is it the crowd's fault? That's a lot of time in line.
That is
a lot.
I blame our buddy Deuce.
If you guys, without looking, did you guys see the article at all?
I saw it. I was gonna pull it back up because there
Did
was
you
a
see the
list
number?
I think I just saw like 4.3 million or something gross sales.
$4.3 million gross sales in this year. It went from, he did a really cool thing from 2019 to 2025. 2019 being the first year, 1.4 million. Obviously 2020 was COVID. 21 was 2.6. 22 was 3.3. 23, 3.8, and obviously the 25 at $4.3 million.
The net
it's
on that
just
has to be insane.
It's staggering. And I saw in the article he talked about how Tennessee splits it 50-50. So they get 50% of that. The other 50 goes to the alcohol company itself. But obviously,
what? Who gets 50? Why?
The 50-50 of the sales. So 50% of it goes to the is it Amrin or the alcohol company? Amric or
God, why am I blank on their name? It's the concessions vendor.
Yeah.
Why do they get 50%?
Airmark, thank you. Airmark, thank you.
But they get 50. They
get 50.
They should get what the beer is. No, that's crazy. That feels like they're getting gypped in this deal.
Tennessee Athletics is the other 50. The three biggest games this year were the number one game was against Georgia, which I thought was funny. More beer was sold in the first half of the Georgia game in 2025 than the entire Georgia game in 2019. It's unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
I've bought beers inside Neyland. Full disclosure, I don't get it. It's so long. If I see like a fast line or a short line, I'll jump in one sometimes. But some of these people waiting.
And I've tried to play the game where I buy two, but by the time I get to the second one,
it's warm.
It's not worth it.
And we're trying to keep it from spilling in the stands.
Well, that's like
another battle. You have to pretty much hold it the whole time.
Baseball in the MVP room, they have the 16-ounce cans.
Perfect. Okay.
So I feel like that would be a lot better for most. Like I would rather buy a 16. I'm probably not going to buy a 24. Or what is it? 20, 21?
I was thinking at least 24. They're big. They're big boys.
Is it 24? Okay.
20 or 24.
I would rather have it just a 16. 16, I'm good. Like 20, that's just a lot.
This might be an old man take. What? Just give me like a classic can. Give me a 12-ounce can. Like what happened to it? Get the skinny can. I have koozies for 12-ounce cans. Give me a 12.
The 24-ounce though gives me the rationale in my head that okay, I'm spending a lot of money. At least I'm getting big beer.
Yeah.
I know if I had a 12-ounce, and I mean I'm going to pay for it either way at the end of the day. But if I had a 12-ounce, it's all the price. I'm like, this thing better get a big one, pay the big price, whatever. So
well, you see so many people drop them too, and you're just like, there goes $18.
$18. Yeah. My lovely wife, she doesn't like beer, but she likes the seltzers, and God, those things are an extra.
Yeah, you got an extra $1 or $2 on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I bought a single beer in Neyland this year. Listen, Smoky Dog and a Coke. Never go wrong. Yeah. So I did buy some Petros this year because they put in one just below me, which was shout out Danny White for that.
Last thing Adam finishes with in the story, he names the top 10 games in alcohol sales in Tennessee history. So obviously since 2019.
Oh, I bet I know.
I was going to ask you guys to name them off. So
there's an Alabama one. I don't know if it's 22 and 24 might both be in there.
I think 24 is number one.
24 is number one. Do you guys want to guess how much money?
I bet it's close to $1 million itself.
Dude, Ole Miss 21 might be up there.
It did.
There was a lot of beer.
Yeah, there was. Alabama 2024. Alabama 2024 was 913,000. And remember, they cut. It's similar. I think what got wrong with why the Ole Miss probably wasn't as much as they stopped selling the beer in the fourth quarter. And so also the Georgia game they talked about in the article, you don't get to drink it for the overtime as well, or go buy more for the overtime. So
they should do that. They should open them back up if we got overtime.
Do you know how many overtime games we'd have? They'd be like, hey, we got to make this is NIL money for you guys. Play it close to the vest.
Oh yeah, I mean we'd blow so many leads like the basketball team trying to get to overtime.
I want to know how much is sold at basketball games. I know it's not as much and it's not as long of a time, but I'd like to see the sales from that too because there's a lot of them. Also, we need baseball because baseball is I will have a beer at a baseball game. You kind of
and there's those challenges where people do 9 a game.
The 9 and 9.
It's almost un-American to not have a beer at a baseball game.
But yeah, that's the top 10 included number 1, 2024 Alabama, then 25 Oklahoma, 25 Georgia, 25 Arkansas, 24 Florida, 22 Alabama, 24 Kentucky, 22 Florida, 25 Vanderbilt, and then 23 Georgia. All above 630,000.
Vanderbilt might have been number one if we hadn't kicked out the Pavia brothers. It's diminished sales right there.
Yeah.
And I think if you look back at all the stuff, I think Tennessee usually, it's like Tennessee, Nebraska, and Wisconsin are usually the consensus top three.
It's pretty impressive. That's
it's
especially Wisconsin.
Stuff.
That says something to be in the mix with them. All right.
Yeah, but that's the news.
Is that it? Is that all you have?
That's all I got.
Can you tell me something then? You might know this. This crossed my desk. I mean, as I sat down tonight to record, Magic City night. I think it's this Monday at the Atlanta Hawks game. Do either of you guys know anything about that?
I've read about it.
Did it get canceled?
No,
it did?
No, I don't think it got canceled. I know Luke Cornett was about the only NBA player that I saw did pushback against it. He thought it was degrading women. He didn't like the idea of it. So.
Well, you know where he's from.
Where?
He went to Vanderbilt.
Oh. I don't know.
I saw the hood. I saw the hoodies.
He's wrong.
I saw the hoodies.
Dude, it's just Magic City night. Just let it go.
It's pretty crazy.
It's nuts to partner with the strip club. I mean, but it's so NBA. I mean, that just
it is so NBA. It's so Atlanta. I mean, this is. I guess it was obviously popular. People knew about it. I didn't know about it until 2020 when Lou Williams went during the NBA bubble. Like he left the bubble to go get lemon pepper wings at Magic City because apparently they're phenomenal.
Lemon pepper wet.
He was taking
crazy
so they would keep him in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean,
I think what's crazier is people have backed the lemon pepper wet wings that if you look up Magic City wings, I mean it's raving reviews. I always thought it was an inside. I always thought it was an inside joke, and then you read because the stars talk about it, but then you have the normal people be like, no, these wings are phenomenal. It makes me want to go. I don't think I'd fit in there. I think I'd stand out like a sore thumb walking into Magic City. But I'd be like, yo, can I DoorDash to go? Maybe I don't know. Wings don't travel well though on DoorDash, so
yeah.
It's also one of it seems like, listen, I'm not a strip club guy. I don't know how the etiquette and how it works. Wings seem like the least strip club food of all time.
It's got to be the worst. You get the sticky hands, and you're touching the dollar bills, and then you're touching the women, and you got a lot.
No touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. Like I said, it's the most NBA, most Atlanta thing. You're right on. The hoodies look awesome.
I haven't seen the hoodies.
It's also one of those things Ja Morant could be there at any time, and that's when you got to get the crap out of there.
I think
is he known for rolling up to Magic City?
I don't think.
I think he just brings guns into strip clubs.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I didn't know if Magic City found its way in the mix. See, if you can find that picture, I haven't seen the hoodie.
They are trying to trade Ja Morant, so I wonder if he ends up in Atlanta. That sounds like a perfect fit for him.
I don't know what they're going to do with Ja. They got to move him. They tried to trade him. I think they're going to have to package stuff up with him to trade him away, but it's going to be this summer's problem. I'll find that picture, Caleb, and I'll send it to you. But
perfect.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, thanks,
that
Trey.
was more news with Trey. Let's shift from the NBA to the NFL with some of these mock drafts going around. Have you seen any mock drafts lately with some Tennessee guys? I saw one today with ESPN.
I saw ESPN drop Jermon McCoy to number 29. So I went to the consensus big board to see where he was at now, and he didn't move really. So in the consensus one, he's still at 14, going as high as 12 to the Cowboys.
Yeah. I think Cowboys Rams is where I've seen him land.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw number 29 to the Chiefs.
And the consensus has thrown me off though. This is my first time looking at it in a while. Because I thought the last time I looked at consensus he was higher, and I thought he would have moved up higher since the combine. But Colton Hood's at 34 in the consensus.
Okay. Yeah, I saw where the ESPN had him at 32 to the Seahawks.
Yeah, so I guess he's falling in that like right early second round, late first potentially zone. But I thought he was like already potentially getting into the first round before. At least I thought that's where the consensus had him before the combine. So I'm a little surprised by that.
I think Jermod McCoy, like there is some like maybe red flags there. You're just like, okay, like he didn't do anything at the combine. He's supposed to do everything at pro day. I mean, the pro day is going to be filled with scouts because everybody's got to be interested to see like this guy could have been a top 5 pick if he played in 2025. He didn't, but I mean, he hasn't done anything since December 2024. That's the last time anybody really saw him do anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think they're probably holding on to like him being there. But if he doesn't perform well at his pro day, I got to think he drops.
You would think.
But I mean, he is like, I mean,
I think there's probably levels to how well he does. Cause like if he doesn't light up the world, it's probably more of like, all right, we've seen him move.
Yeah.
We've seen him like he can do the stuff.
He just needs to run well.
So yeah, I think as long as it's not as long as no more red flags come with him performing, then I think he'll be okay. But
yeah. He also
I don't know where the ESPN draft falls. I just don't really trust a whole lot of what they do as far as
rankings. And
yeah, they're usually not spot on. So
yeah, I've seen a lot in that range. I've also seen Colton Hood in that 20 to 38 range kind of thing. It's all about like who needs corners and who's willing to like who takes one early in the first round that makes everybody kind of freak out and be like, oh crap, I got to go get one.
Right.
That's where I think you see Colton Hood maybe jump up some, but he really helped himself out at the combine with his 40 time, the gauntlet drill. And then obviously the tape is unreal. I mean, great ball skills, was an all-state center fielder out of high school, really good athlete, can return some, can probably play multiple positions in the secondary, could probably play some nickel if they needed him to. So pretty versatile. I think he's pretty physical at Tennessee. So yeah, I definitely think his combine helped himself.
Right.
Jermod McCoy did have an interesting comment where he mentioned he was cleared, but said he wasn't ready to come back. Did you feel any type of way about that, or
didn't we kind of know that? I can't remember what week you kind of heard that like it's possible, and then
everybody thought it was Oklahoma, and then
yeah, that's probably the right time I'm thinking of.
He didn't play, and maybe that was like, hey, I'm not ready.
I think that was kind of what we were being told was he's clear, but he's not necessarily cleared.
Yeah. Right. And then you lose to Oklahoma, and then the college football playoff hopes evaporate. Then is he like, okay, well, I'm just going to pack it up. Like, there's no reason for me to jump back into this, try to get into serious playing shape. I don't know. Maybe that's not correct, but that's how I feel like it probably went, which sucks because you should have won that game, and maybe you saw Jermod McCoy later on in that season because of it. But, oh well, something we'll never know. And it really does stink. You had 3 really good corners, and Ricky Gibson, Jermod McCoy, and Colton Hood, and all 3 of them couldn't be on the field at the same time. Just unfortunate.
Right.
So, and then Joey Aguilar. I think he just pretty much said like, yeah, I'm done with the trying. I'm not going to appeal, drawn out that appeal process till he couldn't play basically.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, then I think I saw the NCAA's appealing the Chambliss decision. So even if he had won, it would have, I don't know.
They would try to get back into it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Somebody asked me, do you think he gets drafted?
I would be surprised.
I would be shocked too.
He probably gets
He gets an invite to camp.
undrafted free agent, and
Yeah.
like he'll
We'll
probably be
see.
somewhere during like OTAs and whatnot. But
Yeah.
he's a
And,
ways back.
and that has to be like a reason, like, to go back to college. Like, he's like, I know I'm not going to play in the NFL. So
Interestingly enough, which I don't think this gets him drafted, but like right now, the consensus has him as the 14th quarterback on the board. So maybe you see, I doubt it because there's probably younger guys with more upside, but like they're down that far. Maybe you see someone just take him in the later rounds as it dwindles. But again, I think that'd be someone younger with more upside.
Yeah.
You kind of know what you got out of him.
For sure.
I think he'll be invited to some mini camps, but
yeah, hopefully he gets a shot and makes as much money as possible. Maybe he ends up they still doing the XFL or UFL or whatever it's called now.
Both of those still exist, correct?
Okay, let's get him in that.
Or is it the UFL or is it the it's the one with the other long name?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
And then Chris Brad.
It is the UFL.
Okay, UFL.
It's okay. It was the USFL. So I guess that's the XFL. The UFL is a combination of the XFL and the USFL.
Oh, they combine. Trey said.
Yeah. USFLO is what I was thinking of. So.
And then Chris Brazzell. He's another guy that you could maybe see. I think Mel Kiper had him, like, if he basically said if he's going to get in the first round, he needs to run a 4.47 and ran a 4.37. So I think people thought he was going to run well, but I think that was a little unexpected to run a 4.37. And you have the body type, you have the 50-50 catch. I don't know. I like Chris Brazzell, and I do think it is, as much as it's big for him, it's probably big for Tennessee in recruiting and everything to have a guy go high and play well in the NFL. Because that's always going to come up in recruiting, which, fair or not, I mean, it's going to happen. Velus Jones, Cedric Tillman, Jalen Hyatt.
There's a CBS board that has him at 10.
The number 10 player? Or number 10
going that was late last year, November last year, which still surprises me that in November they had him going at 10.
Interesting.
I'm scrolling the consensus because the consensus is a little confusing right now. It was updated yesterday. Has him at 47, but it looks like as of late, he is a late first rounder, maybe early second rounder.
Okay. Well, I know in this one, I think ESPN had him at 64 to the Broncos. I think that was right. So,
that one's not on here. USA Today had him at 20, the highest as of late. Yesterday, they had him going 26 to the Bills. That was as of yesterday. There's a lot in the mix that range from 26 is the highest as of late.
And it probably hurts him that Dante Thornton has basically the same measurables and didn't, had a big preseason and everybody thought he was going to be good and just did not come together, which the Raiders are terrible. But so hopefully he ends up somewhere with a good quarterback because I think they're getting a really good player who has, we mentioned the jump ball and can run basically every route. And then he kind of mentioned it in his press conference. He was just like, yeah, like everybody says, like we don't like run routes, but this was a different offense this past season than it was before.
Right.
They did a lot more things. Like the splits weren't as wide all the time. They didn't just throw. They actually ran the route tree and not just dig and post. And a stop route every single time. So I think it would be big if Chris Brazzell hit in the NFL for Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I agree.
All right.
That's really all I have for the guys that I've been eyeing. And then,
yeah. Go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods, hoveydrygoods.com. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that purchase. They got their new spring collection out. Great hats. I think they got 3 new ones. One with that smoky logo. That's the new smoky logo. That's sick.
Yeah.
And they got some others. So go check them out. Again, use that promo code MORE, 15% off that purchase. Tennessee baseball 4-game win streak. Big weekend in Arlington, getting the winning weekend, I guess. You feel like you kind of won a series by going and beating a really good Arizona State team. And I don't think Virginia Tech's that great, but definitely a quality opponent in a good conference that you want to take care of business with.
yeah. How about Blake Grimmer?
Love it, dude. Needed to get some of those guys back, and I mean, he's going to push guys for playing time. So,
yeah, where do you see him fitting in now that he looks like he could be ready to?
I think he's your DH
insert at any moment.
He's your DH or first baseman going forward.
Okay,
in my opinion, I think he bats probably 5th in the lineup. I could see. I think it's what he batted the other night against Oakland. So, yeah, I could see him there. But, yeah, I really like Blake Grimmer. I think him being a good bat takes some pressure off Henry Ford and Blaine Brown to produce all the time. So,
sure.
They needed some guys like that.
Hey, what about my guy, Ariel?
Hit a nuke, dude.
He's got a nice little home run try. He needs to do that more often.
Oh, dude, he got fired up when he hit home plate. I loved it. Anyway, I mean, that's awesome to see. I mean, everybody, like, the crowd went nuts. My dad was there when it happened, and I mean, he knew it too off the bat.
Oh yeah,
so
it had that sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that, and he's another guy that, like, Manny Marin isn't playing great right now. Like, there is an opportunity for Ariel Antigua to. I mean, in that game against Virginia Tech, he started. And he had a hit and an RBI. So, I mean, he produced as much as anybody else that played short that weekend. So,
yeah. Which you mentioned that how, Manny Marin's not playing great. I feel like this is, and I don't want to say this is abnormal, but we're a series away from SEC play, and the lineup as a whole feels like it could get really shaken up at any moment. Is that how you view things as more of a ball knower than myself?
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, your top 3 guys are going to be Jay, Henry Ford, Blaine Brown. I think Levi Clark's going to be in there as well. And then it's kind of like, hey, who are you rolling with? I think Newstrom has earned his ride. He's going to be in there. Blake Grimmer's going to be in there. Where does Garrett Wright fit in? Stone Lawless, like, it was kind of like, okay, you kind of figured some stuff out with your lineup. Now you add 2 more guys that, hey, like, I'm here to play too. It's, hey, who's your best 9?
Right.
And it's going to be one of those things where, like, you got to get the bats in the lineup and figure it out on the field somehow. Like,
Sure.
Is Levi Clark, I mean, he's hitting better when he's catching. Is he going to be your catcher? Do you move Blake Grimmer to first? You can put Newstrom in left and DH Blaine Brown. And what do you do with Garrett Wright? Does he play center field and you move Jay Abernathy to second? I mean, there's so many guys that play kind of those same couple positions. It's going to be interesting to how they do all that.
Right.
So, got to come with the bat. I mean, that's how you're going to win your spot. And there's some guys that are struggling right now. Levi, Marin. Gonna have to get it going. Stone Lawless, I mean, he's been okay with the bat, but his defense hasn't been phenomenal. So he's another guy that you're like, they got to keep it in gear.
Sure. I know there's quite a few things that you'd probably like to see addressed before the Georgia series, which is a week away at this point. What's one thing you're looking for, though, in this Wright State series? Like, all right, as a team, let's see this get figured out.
Can they be clean? Can they play clean for a whole weekend? I mean,
you're on alert.
Yeah. I mean, they had one error in Saturday and Sunday. They had 3 against UCLA, and they lost that game. So
he's online, so he may have seen it. I saw my first thread for Fire Ross Kivett that I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
I'll just see
who was it?
It was on a message board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's there may have been others, but it's the first one I had seen. Which, hey, I'll say to Danny and maybe even Elander, like, if we're gonna blame him, we at least gotta like, hey, free him up, let him be him. Don't let my man go down swinging, which he's not on the hot seat or anything, but it was funny to that. Like I said, first one I've seen.
Okay.
So yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think clean baseball. Also, can we like not hit as many batters? That would be cool too.
That would be cool. You're
doing great pitching around them. The bullpen's been great. Or they were great this past weekend. Can they continue that? And again, just I don't care if it's a ball, just don't hit them. At this point, my goodness. Yeah, let's get it. Wright State back to Knoxville.
Yeah,
what a reunion, dude!
Is this the first time since 2021?
I mean, I know it'd be impossible, but if we could have Drew Gilbert throw out the first pitch on Friday, that would be sick.
Loan him for a night.
Yeah.
Give us this. Is this the first time they've been back since 2021?
I think so.
Wow, I didn't realize that. We need a Winsipedia for baseball so I can keep track of that.
Yeah. All right, that's all I got. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Cool. All right, guys. Go Vols. Big senior day coming up on Saturday. Big series against Wright State where Drew Gilbert will throw out the first pitch. We said it first. Thank y'all so much for listening. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.
Home run slam dunks, give him 6. Boys at MII, they got your big orange face. All year long is the place to be to hear some Vols for life talking Tennessee. You can hate us if you want, but we sure